Good morning on the first Sunday of Advent. Nice. Good morning. All right, lovely to see folks that aren't always here. And Tricia, you don't live here now, do you? Yeah, so back for Thanksgiving. Yeah. So Advent is the time when we're waiting for something wonderful to happen. In the case of the Christian world, obviously, that's the arrival of Jesus. We can extend it into our interfaith consciousness and make it, as a year comes to an end, we think about what good will come in this new year. So we have hope and expectation for what will come, what good will come in the new year. So I already lit the first candle for the theme of hope. I don't know, who actually sees what the celebration is going to be on the announcements? Who looks at that? Okay, sometimes. All right, because we do that. Last week, we were so busy with the Dr. Jana day that we didn't preview this day, but I asked folks in the announcement to bring a something that will help us increase our own sense of hopefulness or happiness. So that could be a poem, that could be a prayer, that could be a reading or a story that you heard, or a good deed that you heard about, or a really good joke. That would be my preference. I still want to have Joke Sunday, and I swear to God, we're going to do that. So did that during, you won't remember, but I did that during COVID. Remember, we were recording those little thingies, those little 10-minute things during COVID. And one time I walked around my neighborhood and told religious jokes. So that's the tie-in to the fact that this is an interfaith church. Laughter Sunday. Anyway, so we'll begin. I was just going to say, oh my God, I manifested Bill Metler. I did it. I said, oh, dang, Bill's not here. I wish Bill was here because we're going to sing the song he loves so much. So Utah. Okay, so this is, it has various titles, but it's the most beautiful melody in the world, I think. And lyrics are on the back and on the screen. So this is my song, O God of all the nations. Yeah, to Finlandia, the national anthem of Finland. Yeah. This is my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and nigh. This is my home, the country where my heart is. Here are my hopes, my dreams, my holy shrine. But other hearts in other lands are beating with hopes and dreams as true and high as mine. You know what? Come sit here.
My country's skies
And the TV.
are bluer than the ocean, and sunlight shines on clover leaf and vine. But over the
Isn't that so beautiful? I love this. I love this particular version because of all those photos of all the other countries. So it really does bring home the point of all the nations of the world. Who's on Zoom today? Who we got up there? I can't even read that.
Hey.
Names. Hey, yeah, shout out, folks. Say who's there, because Roz can't read that far.
Joanne.
Joanne. Hi, Joanne.
Hi.
Jen Ferraro.
Ashley Hurley.
Ashley. Hi. Oh, hi.
Ashley.
And Barbara. Jen Ferraro's on the right. I did pass the eye test. Jen Ferraro, even though it's lowercase, I can read it. Okay, last week, there was a little frustration out in Zoom land because, we didn't really involve them. It's easy to forget, and I apologize for that. Everybody out there, Janet Berkowitz had a particular question. And oh, by the way, Janice says the messages are on the way to you. You will get your message. And also, if you did not happen to do that or be there, you can call her. She gave out her phone number. Call her and arrange to send her your picture, or get on a live session. She's got a Zoom link that she could Zoom you in on, and you could do a little thing, a little reading. Okay, so she's lovely. She just can't seem to want to help us enough. I mean, she just is. She loves the community. So last week it was a fun week. I'm waiting to hear what wonderful adventures. Last time there's all this about horses for me, which I'm delighted about because I love all the animals, but I've never had horse experience in this lifetime too much. All right, so the peace candle, I'd love for someone to light the peace candle from the candle of hope. Who would do that and say a word? Who's got the most well-behaved dogs? And excuse me, Abby.
And don't forget Annie's dog.
These are role models for you,
Unbelievably
Abby.
fun. Good morning, everyone. I have to tell you, that song really chokes me up.
Mm.
I can't sing it. I just can't sing it because Pam made a wonderful comment. She commented, she said, "Don't you think this should be our national anthem? It should be the world's national anthem. We should be all concerned when there's not peace. Peace in our own hearts starts there, and then we can, expand it out and just send the energy. That's the best we can do, is send everybody peaceful energy."
Yeah.
And I had an especially difficult Thanksgiving because it was the first one without my nephew Zachary, and it kind of took me by storm. I didn't know why. I didn't expect it. But this is for Zachary
Mm.
and all the people that went on the other side. We send them all peace, and we ask them to send us peace back. Thank
Mm.
you.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you for remembering that. Send us peace back. You who are in a lighter, deeper, richer place, send us peace back. Join me in saying our credo and remembering what unites us. These words unite us. We live a life by love transformed, by spirit empowered, by creative imagination guided, in peace with all. It never gets old, does it? It never gets old.
Only us.
I thought you said only Roz. I was going to kick your ass for that.
I'll hold her.
Oh, and we're not, I said that in the microphone too. Christine, my daughter, was here once and I called the Apostle Paul a badass and she started clapping. So the censored version, R-rated version of Pebble today. All right. Visitors, I don't like to think of you as a visitor. I know you're not, Tricia, but just, welcome back. And Tricia's in the house. Everybody else, I think we know. I mean, everybody else and Tricia, we know, but anyway, wonderful to have you.
You may forget, but this is what we call up here winter.
Oh, that's right. You're in Florida or someplace. Are you in Florida now? Mhm.
Yeah.
Today is December 1st. Yeah. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, are you still looking for your coat? Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw two puffy quilted ones. Yeah, they're not hers. So remember that, everybody, that Barbara had her favorite new coat this year, and it's a coat length. It's not a jacket, and it's not quilted, right? It is quilted. It is quilted. Okay. All right, but somebody mistakenly took hers instead of theirs. I've been the person who did that once, and the person had their keys in the car, in the pocket. So I took the coat with the keys in it from a restaurant and didn't discover it until the next day. So who knows? I don't know how I got home that night, but anyway, so yeah, the lesson is don't leave your keys in your pocket when you hang up your coat. You'd be looking for your car now, Barbara, besides your coat. Are there any announcements? Come up with the mic, honey.
2 more weeks. On Saturday, the 14th, we'll have our beloved Raphael and Christina here, and some other performers too. So it starts at 3 with cocktail hours and entertainment. And then they'll sing with some friends, and then there'll be an album signing. So there's coming out, I believe, an album and not CD, which is great for me because I have a turntable. So don't miss it. It's $20 and it will be well worth it. Okay. So again, that's Saturday, the 14th, 2 weeks from yesterday.
I was wondering on the way in if we might be able to persuade Tina and Raphael to kind of do a little subset at Sunday the next day. So I'll ask and see. That would be a delight.
You said great.
3 o'clock, and suggested donation of $20 for adults. Kaylee?
And on the 15th, my book will be in the New York Times
Oh.
Magazine.
Oh, no.
Well, that sounds bigger than it is. It's
The book review or the?
No, not the whole review, but it will be in there among others that are considered the favorites of the year.
Yay.
Yes,
Fabulous.
yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Breaking
congratulations.
free from the inner critic, the underlying cause of all addictions and emotional problems. And I am so pleased. I'm getting lots of support from all kinds of places of them putting it as #1 anyway. So I'm really happy about that.
Way to go, Kim.
Congratulations, Kaylee.
Joanne, Joanne, go
Congratulations,
girl.
Mom.
Oh, Ashley. Joanne, did you have a word?
No, I just said congratulations, Kaylee.
Oh, okay, good. Good. Bill? Yeah, use this one.
I came across a piece of good news last night concerning this crew here. And that is, it was a survey taken about people who live well into their late 90s and up to 100 across the world. And one of the common factors of folks who have such longevity is belonging to a spiritual group. That receives them, values them, and they also add to it. So way to go, champs.
We'll hand Barbara Atkinson the microphone. He did that on purpose. That was, hand it to Barbara. And Barbara will make the land acknowledgement, which I forgot.
We acknowledge the Lenni Lenape as the original people of this land and their continuing relationship with their territory. In our acknowledgement of the continued presence of Lenape people in their homeland, we affirm the aspiration of the great Lenape chief Tamanend, that there be harmony between the indigenous peoples of this land and the descendants of the immigrants to this land, as long as the rivers and creeks flow and the sun, moon, and stars shine.
Beautiful. Thank you. We are going to begin to do the land acknowledgement every Sunday. Dave? A land acknowledgement like she just did.
Yeah. I think that's great. And I love that numerous people with psychic abilities, when they come here, remind us that the Lenape are all around us. This is their land where we are. They remind us that they are with us all the time. It's amazing.
So yes, and they remember Deb V80's friend who has the ability to perceive this presence did say that the people are around. She saw them holding this sacred space. So we don't ignore that lightly. Cindy? Oh, putting it back. Now, I do have an announcement. I mean, most of you know that Jeff and Roseanne McNair have left Pebble. Jeff and Roseanne McNair have left Pebble about a month ago. We will miss them. It's a time that we need to come together. It was a hard year. It became too much. And so now we need to heal. And we are planning a town hall after the first of the year. Let's go through the holidays, but be thinking about what we need to do to love one another a little better, hold each other close, hold each other up, and try to act in kindness in all we do. I apologize if that is news to some of you. That's probably news to some of you. Were there birthdays this week or next? We had Norm's on Tuesday, right? Yours was, Monday, last Monday. Tuesday. We had your birthday last week, right? Norm, looking at you. Your Eagles scarf is. Anybody on Zoom with birthdays? Now I'm going to overcompensate Gary and just talk to them all day and ignore everybody in the room.
That's sweet.
Joanne, you got a birthday?
No birthdays. Just
Every time your box lights up, maybe mute yourself. Every time I see your box go off, I think you've got your hand raised or something.
Oh, I said that was sweet.
Okay. Any other birthdays? No. December 1st. First week of December?
After Bill said, you participate in a spiritual community, you're going to live past 100. So I'm feeling the pressure, Bill. Yes, we all should be feeling the pressure.
I'm going to be 80 pretty soon. Anybody home?
All right.
And only because Larry's not here. Larry's our senior elder, 89.
I I don't know if I forgot to.
There's a
Oh.
towel on that. I'm sorry. There's a towel on the table. Andy, right back there. Don't go grab 100 paper towels. There's a real towel on that table. Oh, no. Rosalind freaks out when we use disposables for our weekly coffee spill. Dave, go. Yeah. I mean, towel. There's a pink towel. It's not there?
An elusive fabric.
Okay, Dave's now going to say a word.
I forgot to. I don't know if everyone's aware as per healing prayers, but I was made aware that Dave DiPasquale had some medical issues. I saw his car here today, so he's here, but he has done so much with his meditation that I just wanted him to be signified and for all of us to send him white light.
Okay, well, let's go to the healing prayers now. Remembering Dave DiPasquale and all who are struggling these days. We are surrounded by the light so bright. We are surrounded by God's healing love light. We are surrounded by the light so bright. We are surrounded by God's healing love light. Please kindle that flame in your heart that is, first of all, the flame of love. And the flame of love becomes the flame that can heal. We send healing light and love to all those that we hold in our heart, including Dave DiPasquale. We pray for all people in all countries who are at war, and that list continues to grow. And for all refugees and displaced people because of war. We hold Tom Legere in our heart, recovering from heart surgery. We pray for Julia and Gretchen Altabef. For my friend Doug Pritchard and his sister Marilyn. For Diana Young and her family, especially her mother, Betty, who also had heart surgery. For Maria Starr and Janet Berkowitz and Elisa Davidson. For Chris and Beverly LaRue. For Nancy Hesh and her relationship with her sister Susan, and remembering her beloved nephew. For Tina Meckes, for Dave's friends Diane Bynum and Kelly Benson, and Louise Riney, Dave's cousin. Many people who are here today, so know that you are prayed for. For Chris Coolish and her father Tony. For Chris Engelhart. For Marilyn Stauffer. For Jen Ferraro and her whole family and her friend Larry Hackett. For Wanda Wanda Canfield. She's doing better. She went to work on Tuesday. She's got so many ills, so please hold her every day in your heart. We ask for continued prayers and blessings for Latoya Russell and her daughter Ayana, for Barbara Atkinson's daughter L'Oreal and her sister Genesis, and Barbara's sister Sue and her brother-in-law Ed, for Chloe Eisman and her son Joe, and for their relationship, for Judy Henderson and Suzanne Wolf. So please say the names that you're carrying in your heart. Say them. Say them. And hold them in the light.
For Tyler Wolke, who lost his cat of 15 years, Louie.
Oh.
He died of a brain tumor.
Hmm.
Many prayers to Tyler and Paige for healing.
Oh. Bless that kitty Louie. Louie. The four-leggeds, what would we do without them? If this is the anniversary of the passing of someone you love, or if someone in your life has passed only recently, please say that person's name. Caitlin and Anthony. Oh gosh, the same brothers, 2 children. Mm. Who said that? Cindy. Say again. Trisha Bailey, your niece. Suzanne Girardelli. People who have left us, please send us your light and love. We need it. Comfort those who spoke your name today. We are surrounded by the light so bright. We are surrounded by God's healing love light. We are surrounded by the light so bright. We are surrounded by God's healing love light. So we'll pass the offering basket and listen to the rose. Today's not really the first Sunday in Advent. It's Bette Midler Day here at Pebble. So we're going to hear her twice sing the rose. And I always think of Florence. Why do I always think of Florence? Yeah. I've always thought of Lawrence Kraut Hamill. When I hear this song, So let's Song of Hope, remember?
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, its only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, when you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snows, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes.
What a beautiful, beautiful song, right? Seed that always grows in the springtime. It gives us hope. Thank you so much for your gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We promise to use them. Back on the little tape. Thanks. Bill's trying to stuff some down that pocket, but I'll put a little bit down here.
Sounds good. I'll be with that first.
Take a little tenor off the top there. All right, beautiful ones. I asked you to bring things to make us hopeful and happy, and I know a few people have. So let's do that. Let's share. Moose has got some writings, maybe even from today, right? So, but we'll get that. Hey, Robin, grab that microphone from Moose, would you please? Thank you. All right, let's hear some of the things you brought, and then we'll do a little exercise ourselves. Thank you, Robin.
This is from this morning. December, a brand new month. What opportunities does it hold? How can I grow? How can I heal? What fun and delight can I experience? Today's Sunday. That's a good start. I wonder who will be there. Oh, the hugs. I love the hugs. I can feel the warmth just thinking about it. Jennifer will be there and Debbie. I wish Jeff were there. How can we get him back? I think Pam will be there. Oh, I so love Pebble Hill and everybody in it. And I love putting my 2 cents in, as I will today. I'll probably read from this journal and or 1 or 2 of my poems. It's finally winter. Summer seemed to be over just a few days ago. The mild temperatures remained all through October and November. There is almost no fall. Even the leaves have been reluctant to let go. Our first freeze was Friday night. No complaints, though. The sun's been bright and cheerful and persistent. We can make it on this beautiful earth. What a gem. I'm grateful to live here with all the majesty surrounding me. Thanks.
Oh, beautiful.
By the way, I use those 3 words, Rosalind. Help, thanks, wow, all the time in my writings.
Good. Thank you, Annie Lamott.
And Sunday is the best day of the week. I get loved and appreciated, and I get to love and appreciate everybody else. And I even get free bread and bagels and sweet treats. How magnificent is that? The heat is finally beginning to permeate my bedroom. The prayer flags hanging above my window are waving to tell me the radiator is hot. I always think of Greg Schultz. He gave me those prayer flags many years ago. I miss him and Phil Fisher and all those who don't show up anymore. And I need to visit Carolyn Penta and Denny Deichler very soon. I've been neglecting that. And Kathy James, she needs contact. There are many others. I am so blessed with incredible friends, each a jewel of light and love. My life is so rich. I am rich also in loving and accepting myself more and more. I'm glad I've finally gotten to that place. It took a long time. I guess I take a long time getting anywhere in my life, but I've been given time to do it. I'm happy for that time and very, very grateful. And I have a little to read from this other.
You need someone like the piano player who turns your pages for you.
And Thursday morning, I wrote, it's Turkey Day, but more important, Thanksgiving Day, a day to give thanks. I have so much to be thankful for. My life is blessed immeasurably. Over and over and over again, I receive gifts that brighten my outlook, give me ease and comfort and loving support and pure joy. My parents, my aunts and uncle, my sister, my husband, my children, my friends. And it doesn't end with all that. My happiness comes from people I meet casually, my pets, my body and my brain and my heart, good food and shelter, and this incredibly beautiful world I live in. It comes from my exciting experiences, fun and music, color and mystery, sunshine and rain and learning and magic. I am indeed nurtured and energized and loved. I am so, so grateful for all the beauty and connection I see and feel every day. My life is an adventure and full of surprises and challenges and delights. Thanks. Wow. I think I'll get up now from this comfortable bed and start my day of Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Moose. Yeah. What would we do without Moose? All right. Who else would like to share? Nancy, I think you said you had something, but. Well, let's don't do that because that puts too much pressure on folks that don't want to. Let's just be crazy random. Let's go crazy.
Okay, let's go crazy. Put Prince on. Okay, so one of my rituals is to do tarot readings for myself. Well, if anybody else wants one, I'd be happy to give you one, but that's
For a
what I do.
cool $20.
Yeah, for free. So when it's my birthday, I only do like a 3-card reading instead of the 10-card reading because 10-card reading just takes forever. So the three that I picked, one was the Two of Hearts, which is the start of a love relationship. The next one was the Nine of Hearts, which is the total contentment of being in that relationship. So here we go. Can't wait. And the third one was one of the major cards. The other ones were minors from the cups. Was the Star. So the Star is Pandora, and she's opening up a treasure chest that's been locked because it's full of all the nasties of the world. So by one of the Greek gods, they've all been putting in this treasure box. And she, being mischievous and adorable, she decides, as soon as I find her, I'm going to pass her around. So I'll pass her around so you can see how beautiful she is. And in it, you can see the treasure chest and all the nasties coming out. But the treasure chest is all lit up because there's one thing that doesn't leave the box, and that's the Star of Hope. So I'm just going to read you a little bit of what it says in here about hope. Hope has nothing to do with planned expectations. It is connected with something deep within us, which has sometimes been called the will to live, and which, despite being a subjective experience with no visible concrete reason, can often make the difference between life and death. Physicians know all about this with ill patients. Those that really have hope will live longer. Those that without hope, they wither just like a plant and they die. On a divinatory level, the star, when it appears in a spread, portends the experience of hope, meaning, and faith in the midst of difficulties, which I think as we end the year, we may be experiencing a little bit more than normal. Although the star too can be ambivalent and can, when against blind hope, without the necessary action to build upon it, the card of the star is a promise, an altogether welcome experience for the Fool, which is what the deck of cards is all about, the journey of the Fool. And everything has happened to him. The Tower is the card before this, and everything has fallen. His whole life has fallen apart. But in the collapse of everything, which we believed to be of value, there is the Star of Hope. And so let us all remember that as we go into the month of January. Let's remember that we still have like 6 full weeks where we can just be really happy, and then we'll just have hope. There we go. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Nancy. Yes, she's beautiful. And Cindy?
So being a nonprofit, I'm not sure what I'm allowed to talk about. So do I need to talk in code about November 5th?
No.
Okay. Am I assuming that most of you were unhappy with what happened? Is there anybody?
Well, let's don't put people on the spot. So
it's okay to do. I'll talk from my own perspective then.
Yeah, just don't take us too far down.
Don't take it too far down?
Don't.
We're trying to generate,
This is about hope.
Okay.
This is about hope.
Okay, thank you.
That's why I'm talking about it. So, I have been turned on to a few psychics that are very spiritual, but also political, that you can find on YouTube. And they all saw the woman winning, but they also saw chaos. So I believe, and many of them believe, that the chaos is because she actually did, but there were many, 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 many shenanigans. And I don't think you have to be a psychic to see that. Many, many, many shenanigans, fraud, cheating, blah, blah, blah. So, and there is hope because they're also seeing possibilities such as whistleblowers coming forth, or people from other countries saying something that is so damning that there may be an actual impeachment. There is a distinct possibility that the woman that us love will yet be in that place that we want her to be in. Speaking for myself, that I want her to be in. And so I just want you to, and it may not happen before Inauguration Day, it may happen in the months ahead, but just know there are many, many things that could happen. Please do not give up hope about this. There are many things that could yet happen, and we may not know what they are, but it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I personally believe that patriarchy is crumbling. And I believe that that man no longer in power in my head. Like I refuse to get energy. I refuse to look at him or listen to him anymore. He's just dead to me. Okay. He's gone. So focus on what you want. Focus on the world you want and the country you want, and never give up hope. It might be slightly delayed. It is coming. It is coming.
Okay.
And I believe it's her destiny at some point to be in that place of leadership. I don't know when, but I believe it's destiny.
Thank you. All right. Pam?
He already asked first.
Oh, Dave? Possession is 9/10 of the law. You've got the mic. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, look, oh, he's even on Zoom. The Zoom people can see Snoopy. Okay, yay. Dave, do it.
Levi was saying, why no leash on that dog? Well, I would like to refer to all four of these questions.
And we're going to do that later, but that's why we have pads on our
Okay.
chairs. Okay, Pam, take it away. Pam always comes prepared. She always reads the assignment.
Yeah, this morning at 9 o'clock in bed, I read this assignment. So anyway, okay, this is from a book by Eileen Cady. If anybody knows about Findhorn, a spiritual community in Northern Scotland, she was one of the founders. And this one's called The Wonders of Life. Consider the lilies of the field. They toil not, neither do they spin. Their every need is wonderfully met. Are you not as important as they are in my sight? Take time to ponder on the wonder of this oneness, which is which is there just waiting to be recognized and accepted. Look at the abundance of nature, of all the beauty around you, and recognize me in everything. When you fail to see all this, only you are to blame. It is there for each one of you to share and enjoy. And when you are too wrapped up in yourselves and in self-concern, it is so easy to miss something that is right there in front of you. How many times during the day as you walk to and fro, do you look at all the wonders around you? Do you listen to the sounds and give thanks for everything? You will find that much of the time you are in such a hurry that you miss a great deal and fail to absorb these wonders and beauties, which would lift and refresh your very soul if you only had eyes to see with. If they are there all the time, it is just a question of opening your eyes, of being really sensitive and aware. Start right now, becoming more and more aware of the things that really matter in life, the things that gladden the heart, that refresh the spirit and lift the consciousness. The more beauty you absorb, the more beauty you can reflect. The more love you absorb, the more love you have to give. The world needs more and more love, beauty, harmony, understanding, and you are the ones to give it forth. Why not open your hearts now and do it?
Oh, thank you for sharing that. Jen? Thank you, Pam.
I was really heartened this season when Reggie joined our Thanksgiving table. Reggie, an in-law, joined the table for the first time in 3 years. He's been fighting leukemia and has been through weekly chemo treatments, and the leukemia is in remission. And so I found this poem written by a young woman who has been through chemotherapy. And this poem is about finding hope, even in the midst of despair or grief. Okay. Sure. How the Worst Day of My Life Became the Best by Andrea Gibson. The epitaph is, when you are trapped in a nightmare, your motivation to awaken will be so much greater than that of someone caught up in a relatively pleasant dream. Eckhart Tolle. When I realized the storm was inevitable, I made it my medicine, took 2 snowflakes on the tongue in the morning, 2 snowflakes on the tongue by noon. There were no side effects, only sound effects, reverb added to my lifespan, an echo that asks, what part of your life's record is skipping? What wound is on repeat? Have you done everything you can to break out of that groove? By nighttime, I was intimate with the difference between tying my laces and tuning the string section of my shoes, made a symphony of walking away from everything that did not want my life to sing. Felt a love for myself so consistent, metronomes tried to copyright my heartbeat. Finally understood I am the conductor of my own life and will be even after I die. I, like the trees, will decide what I become. Porch swing, church pew, an envelope that must be licked to be closed. Kinky choice, but I didn't close. I opened and opened until I could imagine that the pain was the sensation of my spirit not breaking, that my mind was a parachute that could always open in time, that I could wear my heart on my sleeve and never grow out of that shirt, that every falling leaf is a tiny kite with a string too small to see, held by the part of me in charge of making beauty out of grief.
Oh, gosh, I'm so glad you found that. So Norm would like to share.
Thank you. First, I'll just share, I demonstrated hope this morning on driving here. I'm on Wells Road and I'm close to 15 miles over the speed limit. Bad boy. Wouldn't you know, there's a police car pulled over there. So I'll go by and I certainly was hoping I was certainly hoping that I didn't see some red lights in the rear view mirror. So yes, I demonstrated hope. So it worked. So a booklet, many of you know, when I go to Florida, I go to a Unity Church, and many of the prayers, source of my prayers today is unity. And this is a world of hope, and it's Advent 2018. And I'm just going to read something that Jolie Rundy wrote, and it is Practicing Hope. It seems to me that there is no such thing as false hope. I know why people say, I don't want to get your hopes up. They want to protect you from experiencing disappointments and failure. I don't see a problem with hope. Hope is one of those practices that can alter everything. Hope is all good. Hope is one of those declarations that alters energy. Energy is everything. I said that backwards. Everything is energy. Hope for the best is affirmative and good and creative. In the presence of hope, anything and everything is a real possibility. Practicing hope is a holy union with God's unlimited goodness. So I say, I hope I make a difference. I hope you have peace today and beauty and love and joy and everything your heart desires. I hope you know how beautiful you are, how magical and powerful and important you are to everything and everyone. I hope you remember to enjoy breathing, walking, sharing. Hope you enjoy loving, eating, listening, caring, praying, communing, hugging a moose, kissing, being you. I hope you enjoy being you. There is no one like you in all the world. You are unique. I hope you know you are the light. I hope you know that you make all the difference in the world. I hope you know you are all loved.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you for that.
What's that?
Thank
I
you,
ha-
Norm.
I have faith that the Eagles are good. There's a difference.
So how about on
Yes.
Zoom? Anybody on Zoom got a something that's meaningful to you? Okay, we'll pass it to Ken.
Well, first of all, when I was a child, my mother,
Yeah, it's okay.
when I was a child, my mother made me memorize scripture before school.
Oh,
Now, that was particularly good because it gave me a great memory. But
Mhm.
one of the passages that I memorized was 1 Corinthians 13, which I thought was very relevant to today. So forgive me, I need some assistance. Forgive me, I need some assistance. Though I speak with the tongues of men and angels and have not love, I am as a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor and give my body to be burned and have not love, it profiteth me nothing. When I was a child, I spake as a child and understood as a child. And as a man, I have put away childish things. And now abide these three: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.
Thank you. That's a great lead into our little exercise we're going to do in a few minutes. Mike Marino.
How you doing? Later, I want to find out where you got that little darling little robot from. It's so
Okay, keep going. Let's keep going. We got a lot to do.
okay.
Mike, start.
So I like what Ken said. And I want to say something that may be a little unpopular here, but everyone is a child of God. Everyone. To my way of thinking, the current he who shall not be named is probably one of the worst choices for president in history.
Let's go.
No, just like so I suggest what Bill was doing, and I don't know if he's doing it now. It's called understanding why people are angry, understanding. It gives me hope that maybe we will try to reach across the aisle and not just continue fighting and backbiting. So I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but we have to find some way. Our biggest problem is not our ideologies. Our biggest problem is we can't talk to each other. And that's what I'm finding.
You know, I was very surprised the first time I went back to church as an adult. I kind of had an awakening right after becoming a mother. And I went to an Episcopal church thinking, oh God, you know, I don't know if this is a good idea. And what I heard in the sermon that day was the woman said, every person is infinitely precious to God. You are Osama bin Laden is in the club too, along with this, but you are infinitely precious to God. Who just had that? Barbara.
I've been getting some inspiration. I'm going to read something serious and then something fun. From Rebecca Solnit, who's a writer from Berkeley, California, and she's she's written some powerful stuff if you want to get motivated about the election. But this is a short piece from her previous older book, Hope in the Dark. And she writes about how even as it seems like the wars are continuing, we've had in the early 2000s, one of the largest worldwide opposition and activity trying to prevent that war. Hope is not a lottery ticket you can sit on the sofa and clutch, feeling lucky. It is an axe you break down doors with in an emergency. Hope should shove you out the door because it will take everything you have to steer the future away from endless war, from the annihilation of the earth's treasures and the grinding down of the poor and marginal. To hope is to give yourself to the future, and that commitment to the future is what makes the present inhabitable. Months ago, I came across in my treasure chest in the basement this bag, and I said, "What's in this bag?" It's hearts. It looks good, and it was a lot of small things that made me happy. So the other theme today, and I thought I should bring that to Pebble and show it. So today is the day.
Show and tell with Barbara
Let's
today.
see. So what's in here? Okay. Well, a Valentine with candle wax on it. A bell with a swan. A little, a bouquet of roses. Maybe an Easter candle.
$10,000.
That might be below here. Several stones. I forget what this is, but rose quartz, another one of these. Gotta find out what that is. And then, and I think these were my mother's bluebirds.
Oh,
I think she had some and I gave her some, so.
oh, let's put him on the altar. Let's put him up
Yeah,
here.
I will. Yeah. But I'm gonna take them home.
Unless someone else
Bluebird.
does. Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
So we have the bluebirds of happiness.
So wonderful that you discovered your bag of things that make you happy, Barbara. Does anyone else have a sharing? Bill Metler?
So the question, what gives us hope or makes us happier? And my answer is nothing. But what makes me happier from that is that nothing outward recently gives me hope or makes me happy or troubles me. And yet I still have hope. So my hope comes from within me and is not contingent on day-to-day things. So I feel my hope, my faith is therefore stronger, and that makes me happier.
I was lucky enough to go to the School of Sacred Ministry for 3 years, I guess it was, or slightly less. And we learned about 50 different systems of belief from across the world and across time. And there was one story that I heard in those years that I didn't understand. It was a Buddhist story about a very popular monk who had a devoted set of students. One day, a set of angry parents came to him and said, "You have impregnated our daughter. Here is her child. since you were the one that disgraced us, you take the child. And he accepted the child and said, is that so? So all his students left him, and his school collapsed, and he devoted his time for taking care of the child. After 5 years, the parents came back and said, we were mistaken. It turns out it was the butcher boy that impregnated our daughter. And so we want the child back. So he said, is that so? And handed the child back. I listened to that story and I went nuts. I went, God, he was so wronged there. And all those students, they left him. I don't get it. I hate that story. And so I puzzled over it for 9 years. It's been 9 years since I've been through that course. And it finally dawned on me that he was choosing love, that his decision whether to defend himself and fight over this kid was far less in stature than looking at this child who did not have willing parents, who did not have willing grandparents, that he knew how to raise that child with love through its most formative years, the first 5 years on life. And I thought, finally, finally, I can love this story.
That's beautiful. Well, okay, real quick, and then we'll begin to talk about our question.
The last Christmas that my father spent with us before he passed, he gave me a gift, and it was a bell. And there was a tag on it that said, as you travel through your many countries, if you get lost, ring the bell and your guru will find you.
Oh, my. Oh, wow. Guru, your guru. You said, we'll find you.
Yes, but it was my dad who gave it.
Mm.
And by the way, when I was totally devastated in a hot tub all by myself, crying because I had just been dumped by my husband, my father appeared in the tub.
Okay, folks, look on the back of the program. We're not going to take the time to write, but on the back of your program, you got 4 questions. See if one of those, just think about one of them for a little while. We'll play a little song. We'll play the little whatever that was, Josh Groban thing there, Alan, or maybe not. But see which one strikes your fancy to think about. Ken mentioned what the lead-in from Ken was the faith, hope, or love question. What's more important? Which one of those? If you are hopeful these days, why? Is it wiser to be hopeful or realistic, optimistic or pessimistic? Why? Or my favorite question is, does this type of exercise make you crazy? And what are we doing? And what should we be doing instead? So if you want to, I'm going to think about that one. But let's think about it while we listen to it. Let's listen to that song. And then we'll come back together and so forget the pencils and paper and stuff like that. It's on the back of your program. There are 4 at the bottom. Pick one and think about it while you listen to this, and then we're going to share. If you are hopeful, why? What's more important, faith, hope, or love? Is it wiser to be hopeful or realistic? And is this just a silly thing to be doing?
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up. Shoulders, you raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
I just feel better listening to to this music anyway. Who thought about number one? Who feels hopeful and what makes you hopeful these days? Can you grab the mic or do you want me to grab it?
My feeling that is that all four of these questions make something complicated that is very simple. And they're, for me, they're easily answerable. The first one, why am I hopeful? I just am. I've been given that gift. I don't, there's no question for me. Number two, love controls everything. Love is the only thing that's real. Number three, realistic is practical. It's what you make it. Realistic is whatever you feel, because our words and thoughts create our reality.
And it doesn't have to be an either or. I realize
doesn't
that.
no, it's
it
not.
doesn't have to be hopeful or
No, it
right.
doesn't have to be either or.
Realistic.
And it doesn't make me crazy because, and I do like to talk about the whole thing because, again, our thoughts create our reality, and our thoughts create our being hopeful or pessimistic or whatever. I mean, we have the choice. We always have the choice.
Anybody else? Come on, put your 2 cents in, folks.
Grandchildren.
Yeah.
Also God. God seems to be relentlessly present whenever I just take a breath or find some quiet from within myself, or just notice what's beautiful. Be in the present moment and see. So those are the hopeful, faithy, lovey kind of things.
Thank you. Who else? If you feel hopeful.
Well, I may have misunderstood the question.
Say-
I may
say
have
again.
misunderstood the question that's on the table, but
Don't worry
I
about it.
I already gave my answer to question 2. And I think if I answer question 3, it answers question 1.
Mhm.
So let me answer question 3. Is it wiser to be hopeful or realistic? I like Moose's answer, but is it wiser to be happy or sad? You can decide, but and you're free to be sad. I just don't know why you want to be. And that goes the same way, optimistic or pessimistic. You can choose to see the glass as half empty. And of course, you're afraid because it's half empty. You won't have enough room for the abundance that is coming to you. Or you can be afraid that it's half empty and you won't have enough water to drink. Again, your choice. Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be sad?
I am an optimist and a realist. So I think it's kind of both and. It doesn't have to be either or. I think of the saying, hope for the best, plan for the worst. So have a plan B, but also hope for the best. So I try to be realistic about, what if what I hope for doesn't happen? How do I come up with plan B? How do I prepare myself for possibilities so I don't set myself up to be disappointed, and be prepared? And even plan B doesn't have to be hopeless. Plan B could still be a hopeful other alternative.
Thanks, Gary.
Well, Moose said one thing that's really, I think you said it, that we create our reality. And I know beyond the shadow of doubt that collectively we have created this reality. and it seems crazy and we want to fight it, but I am hopeful that this has happened, because one of the things Kaylee talks about is before true transformation, major shift happens, the old has to break down and dissolve. And boy, there's a sure situation where that could happen. I only pray that my prayer is that wisdom comes out of it and we stop being so polarized and looking at them versus us, we versus them. It's us. It's all us. And this is what has been very upsetting to me, that I haven't been able to express it, because it seems like everybody here just thinks, we got to get rid of them. We got to get rid of them. And I don't want to get too much into that, but I do want to say that reaching across the aisle, which Bill understood in 2015 with the CAP thing, is what we have to start thinking about, because they are all us. So I'm kind of happy, even though it's definitely not my nicest dream. So I really am hopeful that good will come out of this.
You know, you may have misunderstood the intention today. I'm not talking about what just happened in November. It's Advent, folks. It's the time. This is the Sunday of hope. We've been doing this for thousands of years now. Let's don't wallow in the current moment, if possible. Anyway, someone else, please. Kaylee.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I have been taught, and I believe, that hope is a negative word because it contains the possibility of something negative. I have faith, and there's only one direction for faith. And faith, love, they're one direction. You know, that's it.
What is faith
What is
for
faith?
you?
God.
Believing that
God's
all will
there.
be well, or
Like something I'd always said, well, God didn't quit. He's still here. She's still here. It's still here.
all right,
So what?
others?
There's no problem, you know? Faith.
Others?
I'm on a wavelength when Robin, when you said knowing God or higher power, whatever is in our lives, there lies our strength and our whatever. So thank you for that. And I selected question 2, what's more important, faith, hope, and love? A teacher once said, you know, if you go out to your car and turn the key, you can hope that it'll start, or you can have faith, which is more of a knowing that it's going to start. And talking about a child being born, you could hope that the child will walk, or you can have the faith and you're seeing the child running a winning race. So for me, faith takes it up another level where there's more of a certainty and God's behind it. And I think we would all agree, and the greatest of these is love. You know, that is the power of the universe.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I really did not read the assignment. And I just picked it up on my phone. Anyway, but I believe in optimism, and I believe in being realistically optimistic.
Gotcha. Barbara?
I say optimism. And I think that does affect an outcome. How you feel about something and what you project will affect what is drawn in and what results. The field of positive psychology is one of the leaders of that is that University of Pennsylvania, Martin Seligman, and he's written a lot about this. He's even written a book, Learned Optimism. We fall on a continuum. People sort of naturally fall on a continuum of from pessimistic to optimistic, but you can move yourself toward the optimistic. And one of the things he studied with a large group of subjects is a simple exercise that you often would do at the end of the day. It's a gratitude exercise or 3 blessings. So no matter how that day went and you know how dark it was, what 3 things, it can be very tiny. The sun came out and you name them. And they did that with a control group of people who were depressed. And the people who did the exercise actually rated their depression as lower after doing it. So gratitude works. I've been doing it all weekend. Ask me about it.
Anyone else? It's 10 past. I don't know if anybody needs to run. Feel free to get up and go if you need to. Sorry. Alan, the game's at 4:25 today, Alan, so get over it. Anybody on Zoom have any thoughts? Barbara in the house has some thoughts. Pass that mic. Oh, Dave's got the mic. Go, Dave. Dave, go.
It seems that the universe is telling me again and again not to speak today.
Can I real quick? Of course. I didn't mean, if I brought the energy down, that was not my intention at all. And I'm so sorry. That was not my intention. I'm with you, Moose. Like, I'm just blessed with the gift of hope. And I'm just so grateful for it because you can't really necessarily give it to anyone. It's like having faith or having hope. It can just be, it is, you know? So anyway, I feel like I hold hope when a lot of people have lost it. So I feel like that's part of my purpose, to hold hope.
I hope that Dave comes back and his words of wisdom. Dave.
Oh my God. Dave. What?
Oh, geez. Okay. Blessings to Dave. But that's, I guess that's accepting reality and to love, right? And accept that Dave wants to leave and allow it. Okay. All right. Well, and that's one of my shares is, you know, to love what is there. Like, you know, love our child who is who they are and accept and trust. And then I loved everything everybody said, but also that the power is within and that we are changing things as we work on ourselves and work on our dark within and love. So that's where everything is. Our power, and to bring light to my darkness, which is making a change. And then when we are within, we do know that everything does move to love. I was just acknowledging how we're honoring the Lenape Indians here from our hearts. That is beautiful. And how we're all loving like what happened in Nazi Germany. And also, I also wanted to say that, and to love the unconscious people because they need light. And to love that darkness within ourselves because it needs light. And actually, you know, I've amped up my game. Well, it's also because I feel I want to love myself. And so that's about it. I'm just grateful for this loving place here of consciousness. And that's really the work, is to become aware, and we get that wisdom within.
A couple times lately, I've heard from various sources the same wisdom, which is don't forget to offer, when you offer loving kindness meditation to all beings and that person who makes you crazy, don't forget to offer loving kindness meditation to yourself because it's healing. May I be happy. May I be safe from harm. May I be at peace. Remember to include yourself. It's not selfish to include yourself. It's like that overhead mask thing that falls down that you gotta be okay so that you can keep giving your love. Moose, and then we'll probably wrap it up.
This story comes to me often from Star Wars. When Luke Skywalker crashes his vehicle, his flying vehicle, into the swamp, he meets Yoda and they have a conversation, and Yoda tells him to, use his mind to get his vehicle out of the swamp. And you can see him trying and trying and trying, and it starts to lift up a little and then it falls back. And so finally Yoda takes over and he uses his mind and the vehicle comes right up and out of the swamp. And Luke says, "I don't believe it." And Yoda says, "That's why you failed."
If no one has any burning desire to say something else. Ten seconds. All right, let's hold Dave here. Dave had Thanksgiving with Mr. Bill here and his family. Said that it was just a beautiful day. So, holding Dave. We love you, dear Dave. So Dave went to his spiritual teacher this week, and the spiritual teacher said, "Well, I got some news for you. I got good news and I got better news." And Dave said, "Well, tell me the good news." And he goes, "Well, the good news is there is a God. And the better news is it's not you." So let us be humble and remember who we are, beloved children of God. Next week, Deb Viades will celebrate Bodhi Day, December 8th, the day of the enlightenment of the Buddha with us, and of course, speak about peace, the second Sunday in Advent. So now let's hear from a distance, but if you got to go, feel free to go. Just leave the pad on your chair.
From a distance, the world looks blue and green, and the snow-capped mountains white. From a distance, the ocean meets the stream, and the eagle takes to flight. From a distance, there is harmony, and it echoes through the land. It's the voice of hope, it's the voice of peace, it's the voice of every man. distance. From a distance, you look like my friend, even though we are at war. From a distance, I just cannot comprehend what all this fighting is for. From a distance, there is harmony, and it echoes through the land. And it's the hope of hopes, it's the love of loves, it's the heart of it. And God is watching us. God is watching us. God is watching us from a distance. Oh, God is watching us. God is watching. God is watching us from a distance.
The heater.